Form Titan video number 3, progressive profiling, display data dynamically per user. Now this is a really powerful tool because in the last video I spoke about how to display data directly from Salesforce and update it. Now you can either use this pre-fill links or you can use a smart validation. Now obviously there are pros and cons with both, but one of the biggest cons of using a pre-fill link using a URL is you can display data, but you can't display it dynamically. So, for example, if I'm displaying the data using a get, and then if I update the data, sure, that data then gets pushed to Salesforce, but they will not be able to see it right there and then. And that's one of the problems. Also, how do you pre-fill a link to update multiple objects on multiple pages at the same time? So there are a lot of cons for pre-filled data, but when you use smart validation, the world really opens up to you. And I'm going to show you an example right now. So what I've got is I've got two contacts, Jane Blogs and I've got Joe Blogs. So let me just refresh this. Jane and Joe Blogs. Both are contacts and both have different set of details. And then, part of progressive profiling is that you can really show them their own data, but do it dynamically. And this is really important. It's a game changer. What I've done here is I've created a form which pulls cases from the case object, and then it will show them their case details, and then it will also show them their account details or their contact details or whatever they're wishing to see. So I've set up this page and it works super nicely. I'll show you even their GDPR details. These are their account information, and that's about it. But if I put this into a live format, so if I just put this to a preview, let's log out for a second. And the first person I'm going to test this with is Jane Blog. So I'll put her email in there like this, hotmail.co.uk. So what we're going to do is we're going to log in and we can see her details. I've disabled the two-factor authentication just to sort of speed up the process. You can see for Jane Blogs, she can see her details. You can see it's blank, and she can view her contact details, she can view her account details, and then in the main menu, she can see the only case that's available to her. So it makes it super simple. And then on the other hand, if I now preview this one more time, and I'll log out, and I'll try to log in with a different email, and this one will be for Joe Blogs, you can see Joe has a lot more data. He has two cases instead of one for Jane. And again, Joe can view his details and push the data into Salesforce. And this really saves time, because imagine setting up a pre-fill link for each user in your org. That would take years. This is where smart validation comes in. It can really save you some time and display data dynamically for each of the users that logs in. That means you can set up multiple stages for multiple objects through multiple pages. Really makes it a breeze, and this is how it's done. This is how you display data dynamically per user.